What's up, Zebrasexuals? As you can see from the video, it is Zebstrika movesets, and we'll just call them all Zebrasexuals because, you guys are going to be using this, and if you want to name them Zebrasexuals, or whatever you want to call into the Zebra genre. But I have 10 movesets for you guys. I do not know how long this video is going to take, so we're going to try and get this under 15 minutes so I can upload it all in one part. So there's going to be no video clips, but we will just go ahead and look into the moveset. And the first one that we're going to do is most obviously the most standard one that I've used, which is the Life Orb one. This is a timid Life Orb with max special attack, max speed, 4 in defense with Thunderbolt, Overheat, Hidden Power, Ice, or Grass. I've used either or. I've also used Water. It worked out. And then the other move is going to be Me First. As ability for this one, it doesn't really matter. You can do Motor Drive or you can do Lightning Rod. I use both. I have one with Lightning Rod and with Motor Drive. That's why I probably didn't list an ability. But, with this one, you can do whichever one you want, and it works pretty well. So, with the Me First is just kind of gimmicky, just, because Zebstrika's speed is 116, and not a lot of stuff is going to outspeed it unless they are scarfed or do have a higher base speed. But, most of the pokes that you're going to be running into, because this thing is NU, are not really going to have that high of speed faster than it. Maybe probably just like Swellow, Ninjask, Acelgor. Those are a few of the threats that I can think of, but, nothing that you can really worry about. OU, it hits Latios really good with HP Ice. If he goes for Draco and you Me First it and you naturally are faster, hit him with that and you'll hit him with the Draco and you get the Me First boost plus Life Orb and, it's super effective and it'll kill it. But, that's the first move set. It's the most standard one that you've seen me guys use a lot in my battles. It's one of the ones I've found that works the best. But, this will be the first moveset for you guys. So, yeah, Timid, Life Orb, Zebrasexual, Zebstrika with Thunderbolt, Overheat, Hidden Power, Ice or Grass or Water if you want, and then Me First. So, we'll move on to the second one, which is a Choice Banded Zebra, since Zebstrika's attack is base 100 as to where his special attack is 80. So, he does have a higher, physical attack. So, there's a point to make a Choice Band one. So you're going to have Jolly with Choice Band, you're going to have Motor Drive, which also boosts your speed, but I've also thought that you can also run Adamant with this, since you do have two things that do boost your speed, but the fact is that your Choice Band, you're going to be locked into one, so I figured just go for Jolly. But Adamant may prove to give you a little more punch in that Flame Charge. Flame Charge does boost your speed also, so you do have two things that are boosting your speed, but you are Choice Banded. As for moves, Wild Charge or Spark, Wild Charge is just there for more damage, but you do take recoil. Spark does 65 and plus. I think it does have a chance to paralyze, but it gives you the longevity of not dying to recoil. But then again, Zebstrika is supposed to be coming in, hit hard, and then finish his job. Flame Charge, just his physical fire move. It's not that great base power, but it's something to hit steel types and grass types that usually try to come in and wall you. As for the third move, Frustration or Thrash, those are the only other good type physical moves. You can put Pursuit if you want to trap, but Frustration or Thrash, or if you want to run Return, if you can remember the the happiness stat or whatever you want to call it. But Frustration Nation, Frustration is the way to go. Thrash is awesome because it's like Outrage for normal types, but there's the chance of confusion, but it still does pack a punch. And then of course Me First, since you are running Jolly Band, you're gonna be still really fucking fast. And Me First Earthquakes, Me First any type of physical moves, Me First Fire fucking Flare Blitz, just Me First in general, because you do get the boost, and then you have Band, and then you're just going to be fucking shit up with that. So that's going to be moveset number 2, the Jolly Choice Band. And for moveset number 3, we're going to have the Timid SpAtk Zebra, which is pretty fun. You're going to max special attack, max speed, 4 defense, just straightforward, just, 252 in special attack and speed, because, you're not really trying to, make them bulky or anything. But, as for attacks, you got Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Overheat, Hidden Power, Ice, Grass, or Water, your choice. Yeah, so Thunderbolt, just stab, Volt Switch, you're fast, and you can switch out if you don't like the matchup and, get some damage. Overheat, just for coverage, and then Hidden Power, Ice, Grass, or Water is for coverage also. I've found Ice to be somewhat useful in OU, because I do hit Gliscors that do come in. And, I have Overheat to hit Ferrothorns and other stuff, and then Thunderbolt to take care of Rotoms and other stuff. But Ice, just for the dragons and stuff, that's one I've used in OU that works out pretty well, but not that great. Still gets kind of wrecked by priority. But Motor Drive or Lightning Rod, whichever you benefit from. If you know your opponent's going to go for a Thunderwave or electric attack, like Volt Switch Rotom, bring him in on that and get the motor drive boost. You're going to be kind of faster than every other choice Scarfer. But yeah, so motor drive I usually use on that one since I do have the choice specs, and I don't really need to do another +1 in special attack. But that's just me. But it's totally up to you because the abilities are the same. Do you want speed or do you want more power? It's whichever you want to benefit. I'm just saying I use motor drive. So that's timid specs, simple, easy stuff. Onto the fourth move set, which is this is a really stupid one that I made in like no time. It was a lead Zebra set that I made when I was making my Zebstrika team. And I just like, I need something with some defense EVs, but it turned out okay. It's a bold air balloon Zebstrika with max HP, max defense, 4 speed. It's really dumb. Zebstrika's max defense is like 257. It's really pathetic, but whatever. You have the air balloon. I guess you don't get hit by earth, ground attacks. So that gets rid of one weakness. So or the only weakness, but So you're going to have Toxic, Substitute, Attract, and Thunderbolt for stab with Lightning Rod just to boost your special attack. You're running Bold, max defense. Toxic, just to do Toxic, and then Sub-Attract just to be annoying, and Thunderbolt. There's really nothing much to go into this because it's kind of a dumb set, so we're just going to, if you want to use that one, let me know how it goes. It's pretty much, I just used it as a lead just to be there to Toxic and start, Sub-Attracting and Thunderbolting. But, yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for that one. We'll move on to the next one, which is going to be our Adamant Leftovers one. Oh, okay, this one's pretty fun. This says, okay, so you have Adamant Leftovers, you have 212 in attack, 40 in attack, 4 in defense, and max speed on Adamant. And you're going to have Motor Drive, which also boosts your speed. That's okay. So, as for the moves, it's Thunderwave, Substitute, Stomp, and Wild Charge. It's a sub-Paraflinch set with a Wild Charge. You Thunderwave, even though Zebstrika's fast as shit, you get a Thunderwave off on something, make it really slow, and then set up Sub or Stomp them to death, and hopefully you get the Paraflinch going on. I did it to Zed. I got like 3 turns of flinch, which was awesome, but it was too little too late because I was already down by a whole bunch, and I had to do that to like 6 pokes to win the game. But this is a pretty fun set if you want to try it out. I would suggest if you want to try it out just to have fun, I'd say go for it. Thunderwave, Sub, Stomp, Wild Charge. And that's Adamant Leftover Zebra with HP and the sub Paraflinch. That's always fun. Oh, I can't talk. That's always fun. Alright, and let me catch my breath, I guess, and we'll move on to number 6, and this is Modest Focus Sash Zebra. Zebstrika doesn't really have that many great stat boosting moves. The only one in the form of Agility, he doesn't even get Calm Mind, Nasty Plot, or, Swords Dance at least. Doesn't get any of that, so his only stat boosting move is Agility. So we're gonna run Modest Focus Sash with Lightning Rod, just to get more freaking since you're gonna be using Agility, you don't really need Motor Drive. So if you switch it in on a Thunderwave or an Electric Attack, you get the +1 special attack right off the back on top of your Modest. And if rocks aren't up and you can take a hit, just go for the Agility and outspeed the rest of the team, barring priority. So you're gonna have Overheat, Thunderbolt, of course, for stab, and then Hidden Power, Ice, Grass, or Water. Of those Hidden Power variants, depending on how your team looks and what you need coverage for. So that's going to be for Modest Sash. That one I've enjoyed a lot because it's like, oh, okay, look, Zebra's here. I know he's fast as shit, but you set up an Agility, which you really don't need because it's like putting Agility on a Cellgore, but fuck it, why not? So there's Sash Agility, Modest Zebra, which is pretty fun. It does do some pretty hefty damage. So what, we got like 7, we got like 4 minutes left. Okay, or 6 minutes left. Ah, man, I cannot do math. So we're gonna move on to set number 7. This is Adamant Life Orb. Since Zebstrika does have a really good physical attacking side, here's an Adamant Life Orb set with max attack, 252 in attack, 4 in defense, 252 in speed. You're gonna be running Flame Charge. I was gonna say Lame Charge. Flame Charge with Wild Charge or Spark, whichever one. If you don't want to take Recoil plus Life Orb recoil, you can run Spark instead. But, yeah, that's totally up to your preference. I know some people don't like to run Flare Blitz with Life Orb on Arcanine, even though that's, like, the most standard set ever for Arcanine, even though it's pretty good. But, yeah, Wild Charge, Spark, Wild Charge or Spark, and then Pursuit, just the trap, I guess, if you bring it in on, like a Duosion or something. I'm thinking NU. Pursuit works a little more than you, but you could probably put something else there. I'm not really sure what else. You could probably put me first if you want, but I just figured Pursuit would probably work a little better since you could hit those ghost types too. And then also Thrash. Like I said, Thrash or Frustration. Thrash is just a fucking awesome animation because it's amazing because it does a lot of damage. Base 120 base power, it hits for 2 to 3 turns, is outrage for normal types, like I've said. Pretty good shit. So that one you're going to be running with Motor Drive since you don't need the Lightning Rod to boost your special attack since you are a physical attacking Zebra. So you're going to be running Motor Drive to boost your speed plus the Flame Charge. So you have 2 things that boost your speed, and you know that's why you can run Adamant, because if you do bring it in on like a Thunderwave or an electric attack in general, you know Zebstrika gets it, boosts your +1 speed, and then your Life Orb Adamant, and you're going to be outspeeding like a lot of shit and just hitting for lots of damage. Well, decent amount of damage considering. So that's going to be it for the Zebstrika that's Adamant Life Orb. So we'll move on to set number 8. This is going to be Timid Leftovers, max special attack, 4 defense, max speed 252. This is a ChargeBeam set that I came up with since I've seen Magnezone set with ChargeBeam, but Magnezone works better because he has magnet pull. But you can try and get it to work with Zebstrika. I have not used this set at all yet, but it seems pretty interesting. I might try it out. It is ChargeBeam, so you're going to have Substitute and ChargeBeam. And then I figured instead of, debating between grass or water, if you want to, I think Hidden Power Ice and Thunderbolt, Bolt Beam coverage, with ChargeBeam is the best, the best moveset for this Zebstrika. And then also Lightning Rod to boost your special attack just in case, and Leftovers because you're going to be subbing, so, I know Zebstrika doesn't have the best defenses like Magnezone and can't take really a lot of hits, but if they're using an NU, and if you can't take a hit with Zebstrika, I've lived some attacks before that thought I would die, and I was surprised, but whatever. So if you can get that to work, and if you get that set up and it works, then that's awesome. So yeah, that's going to be ChargeBeam Zebstrika, and then we'll move on to set number 9. We're getting down to the final stretch, so we got 3 minutes left. So here we got Jolly Leftovers, max attack, 4 defense, and max speed. This is Thunderwave, Swagger, Stomp, Wild Charge. You get it? It's Parafusion Flinch. Parafusion Flinch Zebstrika with Wild Charge just for stab. You're gonna have Motor Drive, but I didn't figure Adamant would work that well. It could work well, but it's totally up to you. I just put Jolly. I haven't used this set either, so it's up for you to try. So main purpose of this set: Parafusion Flinch, Paralyze, Swagger, Stomp the fuck out of them, and then flinch them to death. So, or they hit themselves, and then Wild Charge for stab, just for the added power. So we'll move on to set number 10, which I put 1, but we'll move on to set number 10, which is the final set of this video, which is a Timid Focus Sash Zebra lead for NU. RU if you want to use the Swift Swim Rain. So I put Focus Sash, but you could put Damp Rock. It's totally up to you. But this is max special attacks, max speed, 4 defense, and max speed Timid. With Lightning Rod, you're going to have Rain Dance, Thunderbolt Switch, and then Hidden Power, Grass, Water, or Ice. Depending, no Overheat since you're going to be doing Rain. So, you have those moves. And I think Damp Rock might work pretty well because he does suffer from the Electrode Claws where he's like really fast. Not a lot of stuff is going to really outspeed him on the first turn unless they're Scarfed. I put Tim in there just because, just to be safe, just to know I can outspeed. And Focus Sash just in case I do get hit by a surprise. So, and then you set up the Rain. 5 turns of Rain is plenty. You start slapping some Stab Thunders around, and you're just going to be doing a lot of damage, hopefully. And then Volt Switch out of there if you need to, and switch into the appropriate, Pokemon that you need to come in. And then, Hidden Power just for coverage. So, that's 10 Zebstrika movesets that I am uploading for you guys. So, that's a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff to say, and it was a lot of time to make these. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I got like a minute left, so like, comment, subscribe. If you guys did enjoy this, and you like these movesets, let me know what you think about them. Feel free to post some, constructive feedback on some of the sets. I know some of them are just straight wacky, and some of them are pretty straightforward. So, use the one that you want to like, or use all 10 of them. Let me know how that goes for you. So, I think I filled my quota for Zebstrika movesets until I come up with anything else. But Zebstrika does have a pretty limited move pool, but he is a pretty good poke. But, he looks awesome. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to drink me some water or something, because I'm my throat is parched after this, so I will catch you Zebrasexuals later. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you Zebrasexuals later. Cheers!